Hi people, hi everyone. Can I get a quick confirmation in the chat box regarding the sounds? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? Can I get a quick confirmation? Yes, perfect. So today we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter number 11, trial balance. So what is this trial balance? Let me take an example. Listen carefully. So in businesses, we will prepare a lot of accounts, no, Lamai. We have lot of T accounts, like there will be a sales account, purchase account, capital account, cash account. So end of the period, what we will do, we will balance all these accounts. After balancing, what we will do? After balancing, what we will do? For the high. Listen carefully. So let's take an example. We'll assume this is your capital account. So your capital account final, yeah. It is having a BCD 150,000, BBF 150,000. And let's take your maybe cash account. Here you have BCD 70,000, PBF 70,000. So just a sketch I am writing. So let's take the sales account. Sales account. So in sales account, in the credit side, you have maybe 200,000. 200,000. And let's take maybe the purchase account. So we'll assume in the purchase account, you have a balance of 150,000. Okay, just an example I am taking. Just an example. Then maybe other income. Other income will assume like maybe commission income wage kamuko. Commission income 10,000. Electricity expense. Let's take maybe 5,000. So these accounts they have provided. Okay, these accounts they have provided. Now, people, if you take each and every account, there is a balance, right? So using these accounts, I am asking you to prepare a list of balances of the accounts. I am asking you to prepare a list of balances of accounts. List of balances of ledger accounts. Of ledger accounts. So let me start with the first one. I have the capital. Capital, you check the BBF side lamai. BBF පැත්ත තමයි ඔය හැමතිස්සෙම බලන්න ඕනේ. It's there in the credit side. Credit side 150. Capital. Here I'll write the debit values. Here I'll write the credit values. You have to check the BBF side 150,000. Then let me go to the next one, the cash account. Cash account BBF is there in the debit side 70,000. Cash. Debit side 70,000. Now, if you take the sales account, my sales account is an item which is going to the income statement. So you check the value is then which side? Credit side again, 200,000. Sales account, credit side, it has 200,000. Then purchase account, in debit side, you have 150,000. Purchase account. Debit side, you have 150,000. Then if you take commission income, credit side, 10,000. Commission income, credit side, 10,000. Then electricity expense, debit side, 5,000. Electricity expense, debit side, 5,000. So let me put another one more account, 350, 360, 360, 215, 45. So let me take another one more account, maybe debtors account, trade debtors. Trade debtors account. It is BCD over here, 145,000. BBF over here, 145,000. So I'm taking the BBF side, yeah? BBF side. Trade debtors, 145,000. So here, what did we prepare, Lamai? We prepared a list of balances of ledger accounts. Ledger accounts වල තියෙන balances වල list එකක්. The list of balances of ledger accounts. Of each and every ledger account, you can find a balance. No? You can find a balance. So list of balances of these ledger accounts is what that we prepare. So now let's take the total over here. Debit side, what's the credit side? We are getting a total of 350, 360. 360. Here 220, 220 plus 220 plus here. What 35? 220, 150, 270. So here we'll make it 135. We'll make the debtor balance 135. 135. So here we have a total of 360. So your debit side and credit side is balancing. So for this one, lamai, අපි මෙහෙම කොටුවක් ගැව්වනම්. If we put something like this. This is what we will call it as trial balance. This is what we will call it as trial balance. Then in simple terms, trial balance means what? In simple terms, trial balance means what? List of balances of the ledger accounts. List of balances of the ledger accounts. This is what we will call it as trial balance. So, Laba, if I show you the cycle of accounting, first we will have all the transactions and events with some source documents. So these transactions and events for the first time, where are we writing? ඉස්සෙල්ලා බෝකලියන්නේ කොහෙද? Primary books වල. Primary books. Once we record it in the primary books, we will record it in the ledgers. TT ගහන්නේ අපි T ගෙව්වේ කොට T accounts. From the ledgers, from the balances of the ledgers, what we will do, we will prepare this trial balance. So, අපි journey එකේ step by step එන්නේ. We learn how to record the transactions, what are the source documents, and we learn how to prepare the primary books like cash book, bank book, petty cash book, sales journal, purchase journal, general journal. We learn how to record it in the T accounts, ledger accounts. After that, we learn how to get the balances of the ledger accounts. Using the balances of the ledger accounts, finally we will prepare list of balances of the ledger accounts. ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ trial balance here. So what I explained here right now, complete thing is what you have in the note cloud. So quickly move to the question number 1. Quickly move to the question number 1. Hari. Lamai. Now we are going to do the question number 1. Directly we can't prepare the trial balance. So here I have given you some information. Using this information only, we are going to prepare the current trial balance. Before preparing it, you should answer certain questions. You should answer certain questions. Okay. You tell me, cash is what for the business? Asset the, liability the, equity the, income the, expense the. Cash is what for the business? So you can say current asset or not current asset. Current asset da CA that, not current asset da get CA that. So it is a asset which is a current asset. Which is a current asset. කියන්න ළමයි assets පොඩ පැත්තේද අපි ලියන්නේ වැඩි වුණොත් assets increases in which side we have to write assets in the debit side. So this will be a debit one ළමයි. This will be a debit one. Purchases is what ළමයි කියන්න purchases is what for the business? Good. Expense. Purchases are expenses. I clearly stated. Purchase, all the stock purchase, all the purchases, all the stock purchases should be recorded in the purchase account. Purchase account in the double entry system. In double entry system, purchase account is an expense account. Expenses increases මොකක්ද ළමයි? Debit. Sales is what for the business? Sales. Sales is what for the business? Income. Income increases මොනවද? Credit. So මේක යන්නේ credit side. Debtors කියන්නේ කවුද අපිට? Debtors. Debtors assets. It is current asset. Assets increases debit side. Creditors කියන්නේ කවුද? Creditors liability. So it's current liability. Liability increases is what ළමයි? Credit. Good. I'll take it little closer. Debit. Debit. Credit. Debit. Credit. Insurance expense. Expenses are debit. Furniture assets, not current assets. Assets are debit. Discount received. Discount received. We are getting discounts. We are getting discounts. What is that? Income. Superb. Income increases. Credit. Discount allowed. Discount allowed. Discount given. Then a discount. You have given discount. Expense good. Expenses are debit. Yes, yes, right. Write it in the tute. This part, write it in the tute. Make all tute cable yagat. This part, write it in the tute itself. Motor vehicles. Motor vehicles. Not current assets. Assets are debit. No. Yeah, in the unit number 11. Red expenses are debit. Stationery expenses are debit. Investments කියන්න පුළුවන්. Investments are what for the business? Long-term assets, not current assets. Not current assets. Assets are debit. Next one. What is this income? Investment income. Investment income. Income. Incomes are මොනවද ළමයි කියන්න? Incomes are credit. Backload. Liability. Liabilities are credit. Capital මොනවද ළමයි? Capital. Equity. Equity increases මොනවද? Equity කියන්න ළමයි. Equity. Credit. ඔච්චරයි කතාව. තියාගන්නකො. විදුති. පොඩ refresh කරලා බලන්න ආයේ. Just refresh and try. Log out වෙලා හරි ආයේ refresh කරලා හරි පොඩ try කරලා බලන්න. Okay, no? Cool. So do the classification in your tute first, lamai. In your tute, do this classification first. After that, we'll move to the trial balance. Done. Cool. Now, lamai, we'll prepare the trial balance. Okay. So what is the company? Janakanta's business. Janakanta's business trial balance as at 30th June 2026. Account debit credit. Account debit credit. Okay. Now list all the accounts. Debit ඒවා debit පැත්ත ලියන්න, credit ඒවා credit පැත්ත ලියන්න. පටන් ගන්න. Write the debit ones in the debit side, credit ones in the credit side. Cash 40,000. Cash 40,000. Debit side. Purchase 150,000 debit side. Purchase 150,000 debit side. Sales 365 credit side. Sales. ඔයා ටක් ගාලා හදලා මට balance වෙනවද කියලා කියන්න. හරිද? Get the total and tell me whether it is balancing or not. I'm doing it slow. ඔයා ටක් ගාලා කරලා balance වෙනවද කියලා බලන්න. Balance කරන්න try කරන්න. Try to balance it ළමයි. Try to balance it. 350,000. Debtors 35,000. Creditors 24,000. Insurance charges 6,000. Furniture 20,000. Discount received 8,000. How much is that? Received 8,000. Pike, how much is that? 365. 365. Eh? Thank you. Discount allowed 4,000. Motor vehicles 400,000. Rent 30,000. Stationery 5,000. Investment 50,000. Investment income. Income. It is income. Investment income 3,000. Balanced. Zakir. Good. 15% bank loan. 90,000. Capital 250,000. Get the total number. Check whether it is balancing. Balance, no? Good. 740. So your friends are telling 740. Yeah, you all also check. 3 people are telling it's 740. Good. So now we'll move to the next question. Prepare the trial balance. You do it, Labai. You do it. Start doing. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes. Start preparing the trial balance. This one will take. Start first, write it over here. These are the first few questions that you are doing now. So first write, then prepare the trial balance. Okay, debtors, current assets, debit. Fixed deposits, long-term assets, somehow assets, no, debit. Creditors, short-term liabilities, current liabilities, credit. Discount given. Discount given. Allowed means given. Expense. expense, debit. Purchases, expense, debit. Machine, not current assets, not current assets, long-term assets, no assets, debit. Discount received, income, credit. මෙයා හොඳයි. මෙයා කියන්න බලන්න මට. You all tell me. Back overdraft. Back overdraft. Good. Zakir correct. The others. Back overdraft is what for the business? Debit or credit? Debit or credit? What is overdraft? Yo. That's a big chapter. In back chapter, we learned that you should check more than what you have in the bag. Negative bank balances. In short term, I can tell negative bank balances. But it's a wrong definition. It's a huge explanation back overdraft. It's a liability. Good. Credit. Salaries. Expense. Debit. Capital. Equity. Credit. Interest income. Harida. Income. Expense debit. Income. Credit. Cash. Short-term asset. Current asset. Debit. Sales. Income. Credit. Quickly prepare the trial balance, Labai. Quickly prepare the trial balance. I'll give you 2 minutes. So people, I didn't get the second term marks from you all. Only few people informed me. Inform karapu නැති අය. Second term. අඩු වුණාට කමක් නැහැ කියන්න බනින්න හැ. නම කියන්නෙත් නැහැ පත්ති. බයෙන් එපා. Just send your marks. Second term marks ළමයි. Good. Got it from Zakir. The others. Got it from Pai. Others. Yunus. තාම හම්බෙලා නැහැ. What is the 672? Okay. Okay. ඉවත්ත තම්වෙලා නැහැ. පියාෂටත් තම්. ටිෂාටත් තම්වෙලා. Okay, no problem. So we will not now, later, when it's come to the third term test. Okay. You will probably have in the month of November, December again. ඒ වෙලාවට if you feel like any of the previous chapters where you are finding like difficult wage, if you find difficult people, just let me know. So I can make some arrangement for that one. In business studies, you know, or in accounting, both. So we'll do something for that. Don't worry. Uh, so we will just let me know not now. Now you all can chill and enjoy. When it's come to the third term test, grade 10 Antima term test again, if you feel like there are any topics where you are finding difficult, because probably grade 10 I will finish. Now this is the month of September. Probably by October, grade 10 will be done. October 3rd week, grade 10 complete, it will be done. Then we have to start grade 11 only. So let me know if you find anything difficult. So Dovina has completed, Zakir has completed, both of you all have given me the same answer. Let's see. Let's see, yeah. So whose business? Rosal's business. Term test though, that's right. In your final O-level exam, it won't be like that. Because term test, they have enough and more space to like test from the areas. Because when it's come to the O-level exam, from the both the grades they have to test. So from one area only tiny part will get tested. So you will not get big questions like that. As at 3920x6. You mean again grade 10 unit number 12. Correction of errors. Let us try to copy paste. Sometimes it might work. Fixed deposit. $80,000. Fixed deposit 158,000. Balance, no? Good. Creditors 60,000. Now, the last time what happened was there was a issue. There was an issue in the time for the students to study. So we can't say sometimes it can happen, sometimes it will not happen. But it's better to study, It's better to study. Last time the problem was the number of months where student had to complete the syllabus was less. So they removed certain areas. They removed last time. This time we can't say. Since it is there in your syllabus, better to study. Next one, discount allowed 4,000. Purchases to 50,000. Machinery 120,000. Discount received 9,000. Then bank overdraft 15,000. Salaries 20,000. Capital 200,000. Interest income credit 8,000. Cash debit 40,000. Sales credit 380,000. Sales credit 380,000. So it is balancing to 672,000. I'll give you 2 minutes, Labai. Quickly check your answers. Quickly check. If you all are done, please post a letter D in the chat box. Done. Good. Now let's move to the next question. Okay. It's a big question, Lamai. With 90 transactions. It's a huge question. That means from this one, we have to do this step, this step, this step, this thing, everything. Transactions they have given. First transactions, we have to record it in the primary books. Then we have to record it in the ledger accounts. Then we have to balance it off. Then we have to prepare the trial balance. A huge question. Ready? Ready, Dalabai? Patan gawuda? Hoda huspak karageda? Tadi prasnya. A big question. Patan gawa? Then we'll start. Let's start one by one. Let's start one by one. Okay. First, we'll prepare the cash book. They have given the cash receipts and payments. They have given cash receipts and payments. So we'll prepare the cash book and relevant T accounts. Cash book and relevant ledger accounts, T accounts. Adanda patangga dalam. Adanda patangga. Cash book and the relevant T accounts. They take the cash account, maybe for like I would say 11, 12 wage lights kattako. 12 lights wage. In this question, it's not there, you know. So don't need. We don't have. Voucher number is not there. So don't need. Don't need. Just ignore that. Okay. Cash book. I mean, you ask any no levels, can you do without the voucher number column? If there is no voucher number, is it something like that? If there is no voucher number, can we do the cash book without? Yes, perfectly fine. 1000% sure. Okay. You can skip those columns, not a problem. Not a problem. Even in O levels, ledger accounts are there, no T accounts. T එක ගහලා කරත් ඔයාලට ලකුණු හම්බ except for certain situations. Like maximum you will lose 2 marks. Maximum you will lose 2 marks if the table format is not there for the ledger accounts. Because they are not testing your ruling skill. They are testing your commerce skill, commerce. Company accounts වලේම උඩ ලියන්න තියෙනවා set එකක් company details. For those details, they will cut marks if the details are not there. Apart from that, for the formats, they are not giving that much of emphasis. Oh, discount color board. Discount color board. Discount at the board there. That's what that would also say. If the discount is there, discount color should be there. If the discount is not there, you can remove discount color boards. Not a problem. Perfectly fine. No. If the discount is not, if the discount is there, you should put that. If the discount is not there, remove it. Remove. Don't put the discount color. You will not lose anything. That's what I tell you. They are not testing your format knowledge. They are testing your commerce knowledge. Okay. With that, Lavai, with that, bag book එකක් ගහගන්නකො. Bag book. You prepare the bag book also. Bag book එකට නම් I would say maybe six lines වගේ ඇත්මි. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 6 lines would do for the bag book. Yes. But most of the times, when it's come to the other primary books, they will give the invoice numbers. They will give most of the times. So you will have to put that column most of the times. With that, Labai, put the format for the purchase journal and sales journal also. They're asking the purchase and sales also. No? Purchase journal and sales journal. ඒ දෙකටත් දාගන්න. So in the purchase journal and sales journal, they have given the invoice numbers. Huh? So I'm going to do it with the invoice column. If it is a trade discount, they will. Yes. They have to target. They will. Bank book the Dovida. Dovida is in bank book or purchase journal. Just journal I would say like 5 lines. 5. Lecture volume. Not in grade 11. At least for A levels, it is not relevant. Not used. ഞാൻ വായിച്ചു കയറാൻ യൂണിസ് විරුති like 6 වගේ තියන්න. බෑග් බුක් එකට 6 වගේ තියන්න. 1 2 3 4 5 6 වගේ shape. Purchase journal එක 5 වගේ තියන්න. Sales journal also 5 වගේ තියන්න. Okay. So you all tell me people. දැන් අපි rule කරගත්තනේ. We prepared some tables here. So these tables in the baking. What a step එකද අපි ඉවර which steps item we did කියලා කියන්න ඔයා. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. Whatever things that we prepared right now. Which step once we have done related to which step? Are related to private books because cash book is a private book as well as it's a tier. 2 and 3 කියන්න. Bag book is a private book as well as a tier. Purchase journal is a private book. Sales journal is a private book where we are just recording the transaction for the first time. After that only we will put this T, double at this debit credit later. Okay. Now, ඔයා ගහගන්න you prepare a few T accounts. I would say each T account 6 lines. Each T account 6 lines. Likewise, head වගේ ගහගන්නකො. Head T accounts. Date, description, about. each T account 6 lines. Likewise 10 T accounts 10 T accounts. Let me save it, people. Trial balance at last we'll do. Okay, Yunus, we'll do it at the last. For me, it's very simple. It's a matter of copy paste, but you have to do it properly. Yeah. Okay, people. So people, I was going through this question. This question is little big. So if I start it now, we might need like another 1 hour to complete. So what I'm thinking is we'll keep it the format. Okay, you just keep the format. Uh, we'll end the session. We'll do the question next week. But from your side, you have to do one more thing, Lamai. For the next week's question, පුළුවන් නම් format එක ගහලා තියාගන්න. Same thing. Next week also they asking the same thing, lamai. For the next week's question, format එක ගහලා තියාගන්න. So next week we can do both the questions. So just put the format and keep for the next week question. Huh? Okay. So we'll discuss the question next week itself. Question number 3. Because if I start it now, I'll not be able to finish. Then it will be half baked. But proper learning, you will not get the proper learning. Complete learning, you will not get. So we'll do it next week itself. Bye bye. No problem. Jaya Jaya. Yes, AKD. Team president. No problem, Sita.